Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program on NTRTV. We made a lot of kilometers inside of Turkey for filming historical places in central Anatolia as well. Starting from Istanbul through Nicomedia, Kocaeli city province, and we went to Bursa city, İZNİK area. In İZNİK, there is very important building. It is St. Sophia. It was a church a long time ago, but during the time of Ottoman Empire, it converted to mosque, St. Sophia Mosque. And Mimar Sinan renovated inside of the church and converted to mosque. Not demolishing the general style of the building, and Mimar Sinan made mihrab, and so Muslims entered inside and started praying the Lord of the universe. But Mimar Sinan never used different materials, different technique to make it mosque, and exactly the same style, using the red tiles inside of the building, and without demolishing the general type of the building. Muslims entered and started worshipping inside of the building long time. And it was used as a museum starting from the Republic establishment. Then after the government had taken decision and started using the building as a mosque. Today, tourists are coming and visiting the church, but not, mosque, but not very many, just because of the COVID-19. And but nevertheless, some local Christians and also some Turks living in Western European countries are coming and visiting the St. Sophia. It's so beautiful inside of the İZNİK city. Ancient name of İZNİK city is Nicaea. Nicaea also is pronounced. So beautiful. It's on the very flat, very green part of the city, and so it's open and it's free to see inside of the building. You don't have to pay while entering the St. Sophia. Still, some parts are, you can understand it was a church, because there is Baptist pool also, and the Christians were being baptized inside of the pool. And 4 kings of Europe, they were crowned in this building long time ago. Even there is very surprising thing inside of the building. There were some graves inside of it, and the Ottomans protected the graves inside of the building. It's underneath a wall, really. I was very surprised, because first time I had seen St. Sophia Mosque, and there was a friend who knew very well about the building, and he explained our questions when we were in the building. And we have an interview with his friend, and he's explaining about the building. And my friends are going to show you the pics and also interview now. Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program Discover Turkey. We are discovering Turkey now. We are in Nicaea. Nicaea is a former Greek city long time ago during the time of Roman Empire. This place was named as Nicaea. And when Turks came and conquered this area, and they converted this building, this church, into a mosque. It is a St. Sophia Mosque. There are some St. Sophia churches in the world, in Anatolia as well, but this one is in Nicaea, and Nicaea Hagia Sophia, or St. Sophia Mosque at the moment. And here with me, Nicaea settler, İZNİK settler, is together with me, and he's going to give us information about this building. Would you please talk about yourself?
Burası aslında 4. yüzyılda Romalılar tarafından tapınak olarak inşa edilmiştir. This place was built by the Eastern Romans, the first Romans, as a temple, he said. Uzun bir süre tapınak olarak görev aldıktan sonra Bizans döneminde kiliseye çevrilmiştir.
It was a temple during the time of Roman Empire, first Romans, and it was built in the 4th century, and it was converted to a Christian church by the Byzantine Empire, Eastern Romans.
Yaklaşık 850 yıl burası kilise olarak görev almıştır.
This building has been about this building had been a church for about 8 centuries during the time of Eastern Romans.
Ardından 1331 yılında Orhan Gazi'nin fethinin ardından burası camiye çevrilmiştir.
In 1331, by this building converted into a mosque by Orhan Gazi, the second sultan, the second ruler of Ottoman Empire, and he converted this building, this church, into a mosque.
Yaklaşık 650 yıla yakın 650 yıl ve 650 yılın sonrasında da cami olarak devam eden bu yer 19. yüzyılda Mimar Sinan tarafından restore edilmiştir.
This building, Hagia Sophia, been renovated by Sinan the architect, famous Ottoman architect. He renovated this building, and he added these walls you see at the camera, you see at the video now, and yeah.
Burası normalde ilk inşa edildiği zaman dikdörtgen şeklinde bazilik planlı olarak inşa edilmiştir.
This building was a rectangle long time ago when it was built. It's a rectangle building. Yeah.
Dışarıda bulunan minare eskiden kilise zamanında çan kulesi olarak da görev almıştır.
The minaret outside, it was church bell. It was a church bell long time ago, but it was converted to made as a minaret, calling people 5 times to the worship.
Çok fazla yangına, depreme rağmen bu zamana kadar kalan Ayasofya bundan sonra ibadete açık bir şekilde cami olarak devam edip insanlara ibadete açılmıştır.
This building had seen a lot of earthquakes and different kinds of disasters, but it is still standing against any kind of earthquakes. Still, it's a mosque at the moment and serving the people as a mosque.
Mimar Sinan'ın buraya yapmış olduğu en büyük değişiklik, bunların normalde dik şeklinde olan kolonlar bu şekilde kubbeli bir alana sahip olmuştur ki mihrapta imam bütün alana hakim olsun, ortamın aurası bozulmasın diye bu şekilde minare şeklini almıştır içerisi.
The walls right behind us, it was column at the beginning, but Mimar Sinan changed a little bit, and he added some more things, and he made just like a mosque inside, and right behind of us there is mihrab indicating Kaaba, and It was also made by architect Sinan the architect. Şuradan bahsetmiştin, şu kısımdan.
Bu tarafa da geçebiliriz.
Lütfen. Yes.
Bu taraf bir mezar olup içerisinden 13 adet iskelet çıkmıştır. 13 adet iskeletin ise eskiden burası kiliseyken burada görev yapan rahiplerin ve kilise elemanlarının olduğuna rivayet edilir.
Long time ago, there were three dead people. This is normally a tomb, and there were 13 skeletons had been found here in this grave. This was a grave, and you can see Jesus Christ's picture on the wall. And biraz sessiz olursanız. Yeah, go on, please.
Aynı zamanda burada eskimesine rağmen, biraz tahrip olmasına rağmen Hazreti İsa'nın da heykelinin küçük bir portresini görebilirsiniz.
As you can see, Jesus Christ praying on the wall, just above the grave, and protecting the dead bodies and dead people, graves, symbolizing church, Jesus Christ, and also Holy Spirit as well.
Burası Osmanlı burayı ilk kılıç hakkı olarak aldığı zaman, camiye çevireceği zaman burayı hiçbir şekilde zarar görmeyip, hani zarar vermeyip burayı mermerlerle kapatmıştır. Bu da Osmanlı'nın aslında diğer kültürlere, diğer hayatlara ne kadar saygı gösterdiğinin bir göstergesidir.
When Ottoman Empire conquered this area, they covered the grave with the marble blocks and respecting the people staying underneath of this wall. And the Ottoman Empire even protected and respected the people in the graves.
İsterseniz arka taraflarda geçebiliriz.
Gel.
Burası aslında bir dönem en kötü restorasyon olarak da seçilmiş abi.
En kötü.
Aynen.
Onu söylemiyor.
Onu söyle. Burası kilise zamanında başrahibin dinlenme odası olarak da geçmiştir.
This place is the resting room of the church father. This long time ago, it's called as the resting room of church father.
Aynı zamanda üst taraflarda yangından, depremlerden dolayı dökülse de küçük küçük resimler, portreler görebilirler. Hemen şu üst tarafımızda.
Just above us, you can see some pigs, even if they were damaged by earthquakes and fire as well, but still standing against any kind of disaster.
Hemen oraya da geçelim.
Gel. Gel.
Burası ise konsülün toplandığı, İmparatoriçe İrene'nin bulunduğu, burada hitap ettiği yaklaşık 350'ye yakın...
Sığdı mı buraya 350 kişi?
Yok, sadece buraya değil. Burası 7. konsül zamanında 350'ye yakın keşişin, aynı zamanda çok fazla da ismini unuttum, buraya gezelim abi.
Tamam. Okay, long time ago, the council of the Christianity, they came here and they gathered. And also the first council, they have chosen for Gospels here, Matta, Marcos, Johanna, Luca in Turkish, but when we translate into English, Matthew, John, and Mark, and Mark. John, Matthew, these four Gospels had been chosen here. Even today, they are all Gospels accepted by the Christian world today. This place is very important area for the Christianity normally, because this, after Jesus Christ, Anno Domini, this church, they came to here and they have chosen only four Gospels. They didn't accept the other four other Gospels as well, right?
Yani burasının Hristiyanlar için önemli bir yer olmasının sebebi 7. konsülün yani son konsülün burada toplanmış olması. Aynı zamanda 4 kralın burada taç almış olmasıdır. Arkanızda görmüş olduğunuz 3 pencerenin ise ana, baba ve kutsal ruh anlamına gelmesi.
You see the three windows right behind of us, symbolizing Father, Holy Ghost, and the Son as well, and even Queen Irene, she had been here, and four kings, they had been crowned here, and that is why it is important, so important, because also 7th Council of Christianity had been held here.
Yani 7. konsül aslında son olmasına rağmen İznik'teki ilk konsül değildir, 2. konsüldür. İlk konsül göl kenarında yapılmıştır.
And the first council was in this place, also nearby the lake, Nikea Lake.
Yani bu konsülde alınan önemli kararlardan biri ise Paskalya Bayramı'nın tarihi seçilmiştir. Aynı zamanda da resim yasağı burada kaldırılmıştır.
First time in the 7th Council, two important decisions had been taken here. One of them is picture. It was forbidden long time ago by the Christians, but it was revealed. This accepted, and the pictures can be done again right after this council decisions. Resim yasağı kaldırıldı. Bir de neydi?
Paskalya Bayramı'nın tarihi belirlenmiştir.
And also Easter time, Easter date had been defined here in this council in Nikea.
Aynı zamanda kilise görevlilerinin de maaş alması burada karar verilmiştir.
Also the church fathers, their wages, their salaries accepted. This decision accepted here in this place first time, and the church fathers could be they can get salaries and wages. This decision had been taken here.
Yeah. Tamam. Burayı ben sana açıklayayım abi. Sen ondan sonra şey yap istiyorsan. Burası uzun bir zaman korunmuş ama burada Hristiyanların ayini olan o çocuk yıkama, et yeme vesaire falan olayları var ya, orayı tam bilmiyorum ama onlar yapılmış. Burada normalde küçük
vaftiz.
Böyle bir vaftiz yapılmış, küçük böyle bir havuz bir de şey varmış, ağızlık varmış. Okay. Orada vaftiz yapılıyormuş.
This place is the Baptist area. Little kids were being taken here and they were being baptized in the small pool here a long time ago, but it was demolished because of the earthquakes. Yeah.
Sonra o tarafa da geçelim abi.
Gel. Gülşen. Burada ne var?
Burada kilisenin ana rahibinin mezarı var burada.
The main this is the grave of the church father, the first church father. İlk rahibin.
Aynen. Kendisi uzun süre hizmet ettikten sonra buraya vasiyet olarak benim de mezarım buraya gömülsün. Bana gelenler bana da dua etsin istemiştir.
The first church father, he told, I want to be buried here, and when people come here and they see me and they let them pray for me, he said. That is why this area is the grave room of the first church father. Normally this kind of tomb is typical Greek style. Because there were no coffins those days, and the coffins had been accepted by the Crusader raids, because coffin is in Arabic language. It's a kafan, but the coffin is translated into English. Yes, this is the grave room of the first church father.
Aynı zamanda üst taraflarında yangından tahrip görse de gene küçük şekilde resimleri, portreleri görebilirsiniz aslında. Şu taraftaki
even if there was damage
just because of earthquakes and fire, but you can see the pictures on the walls indicating the Christianity myths still can be seen.
Yani Ayasofya Camisi'nin bu zamana kadar gelmesinin, yani ayakta kalmasının aslında en büyük temelini atan insanlardan biri de Mimar Sinan'dır. Duvarlarda görmüş olduğunuz küçük resimlerinde silik olmasının sebebi aslında kuru sıva üzerine değil de ıslak sıva üzerine çizilmiş olmalarıdır.
And if we have this mosque or church today, it is just because of Sinan the architect, because he covered the walls with the different kinds of technique, and that technique protected also the wall picks, he said.
O taş tarafına geçelim abi istiyorsan.
Tamam.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Bu kiremit.
Nereye geçiyoruz?
Lütfen ilerleyelim, o girişte görmüş olduğumuz Hazreti İsa ve 12 havarisinin olduğu yuvarlaklar.
Nerede?
Hemen o girişte. Tam girişte aslında bizi karşılayan ilk yer orası.
Biraz hızlı gel. Balalar köp basıp durur.
Bu ortada görmüş olduğunuz yuvarlak Hazreti İsa'yı sembolize etmektedir. Etrafındaki 12 küçük yuvarlak ise Hazreti İsa'nın 12 havarisini temsil etmektedir.
This round just in the middle of this area is symbolizing Jesus Christ, and when we look at the other 12 round things are indicating and symbolizing 12 apostles of Jesus Christ.
Aynı zamanda 4 büyük kral burada taç giymiştir.
The four big kings, they got their crowns here, and their crowns had been given here in this area. They were honored. Yes.
Şu arkada görmüş olduğunuz mihrap tarafı ilk yapıldığı zaman mevcut değilmiş. Mimar Sinan tarafından eklenmiş. Şu mihrap tarafı etrafında.
You see that mihrap is there was no mihrap long time ago, but it was made by architect Sinan. Accordingly, the style of the church, because the church was made by tiles, Byzantine tiles, as you see. Mimar Sinan, architect Sinan the architect, he made the same thing and the same style, exactly the similar one as mihrap. You can see, not demolishing the complete style of the church.
Baktığınız zaman da etrafındaki kubbelerin aslında mihraba ne kadar açıklık getirdiğini, mihrabın ne kadar öne çıkardığını görebilirsiniz Mimar Sinan'ın tasarımında.
According to the design of Sinan the architect, he made this round shape and just because of indicating and showing the mihrab in the mosque. Yeah.
4. yüzyıldan günümüze gelen gerek tapınak, gerek kilise, gerek cami olarak, sonradan ise cami olarak ibadete açılan Ayasofya'nın günümüze kadar gelmiş olması gerçekten Türk insanları için de, gerek turistler için de önemli bir gelişmedir. İnşallah ilerisi için de yine aynı şekilde yıkılmadan ibadete açık bir şekilde devam eder.
Hopefully this building, this beautiful building, since it was built in 4th century under Domini, it's a great chance to see today this kind of great area, and I hope this is going to survive. This building will survive from now on, and this is also indicating the respect of the Turkish people protecting this building.
almost 16 centuries, this building still standing. Geldiğiniz için teşekkürler. Evet. Sağ olun. I thank you very much for joining us and giving information about this great building. Thank you. Yes, we were in St. Sophia Mosque, St. Sophia Church. It was St. Sophia Church, but it is St. Sophia Mosque at the moment, and we try to give you information about this great building. And I request you to observe also about St. Sophia Mosque or Church in Nicaea, İZNİK in Turkish. Nicaea is ancient pronunciation of the city. Greetings from Bursa City, Nicaea. Thank you very much. Natural TV, NTRTV, Discover Turkey program. Ayhan Özcimbit. Goodbye.
Right after Nicaea, we headed for Eskişehir city. Eskişehir is when we translate into English, Eskişehir is old city. When we went there, we were surprised because we have seen Christopher Columbus vessel in there, exactly the same size, same height, same depth. It was built by the Eskişehir municipality inside of the lake, and the tourists are coming and visiting this vessel and taking photos. Christopher Columbus, as you know, he discovered America with his sailors, and there were two people from Spain. One of them was Jewish, another one is Muslim. They were very good sailor who knew technique about marine, and they made beautiful gadgets about marine, just like very high-tech compass or other gadgets about marine. And that is why Christopher Columbus tried to see India, and also he normally intended to see India from the other side of the world while he was going. Then he discovered American continent of America, and after that Spain colonized southern America. Today, a lot of countries in Southern America speaking Spanish just because of this reason, because Christopher Columbus, he discovered America, and he brought Spanish soldiers. Unfortunately, many Aztecs, Incas, Mayas were killed in there just to take their countries. Unfortunately, many Indians were slaughtered and they were killed, and after that they easily started ruling those countries. Still, there are, of course, Indians, Aztecs and Mayas and Incas, but comparing the immigrants from Spain, they are not many. For instance, in Argentina and also in Brazil, in some other countries in Latin America. And Christoph Columbus vessel, I took some pics together with my wife Gulshan. He helped me about this, and I gave also information just nearby the vessel. My friends are going to show you the video and also pics at the moment.
Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program on Natural TV, Discover Turkey. Right behind of me you can see the vessel. This vessel is the copy of Christoph Columbus vessel discovered United States America a long time ago. Columbus vessel exactly the same as this one, and even this vessel is a little bit longer than Christoph Columbus's vessel, as I got the information. All the pillars, and also inside of it there is a store, and we have seen it's a great vessel really. It was amazing to visit. Unfortunately we couldn't get the permission to make video inside of it because there were some people and a little bit noisy, and that is why we couldn't make the video, and that is why we are making this video at the moment just outside of the vessel. And it was so amazing, and imagining the people climbing up and seeing America, and then it was great discovery normally. Christoph Columbus discovered America by the help of one Jewish and also one Muslim sailor, because Muslims in Spain they invented some gadgets for calculating, or some, they did some compass for the marine, and it was not so difficult sail in the big oceans, and that is why Christoph Columbus got these two Muslim and also Jewish sailors together with him. And I took some pictures from the inside of the vessel, and I will my friends are going to share it with you, and you will enjoy it.
Then we went to Sparta city, not far from Eskişehir. Sparta is in the Göller bölgesi. It's when we translate into English language, it is a lakes area, the area of lakes, because there are a lot of lakes inside of that area, because it's mountainous and a very green area. Sparta, ancient, very old city, Anatolian city. Ancient name was Sparta, and some Greeks from southern Greece, they had migrated to Anatolia, and they built the city right after some Hittites, and then they took this area from them, and they named the city as Sparta. But the Turks, they started naming the city as Sparta. Sparta is very famous of roses and fruits, this kind of things. But there are some important places, historical places, such as a church in Sparta. I gave you information just nearby the church. It was built in 1850, and inside of the church it was forbidden to see inside, because danger of you know, it was old and the roof is tiles are waiting for restoration. I hope the government is going to restore in the future. But we took some pictures outside of the church, and also I made a video for you just outside of the church, and my friends will show you this one.
Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program Discover Turkey. We are in Isparta city, which is in the south west of Turkey, located in southwest of Turkey. Isparta is in the area of the Göller bölgesi. When we translate into English language, it is the region of the lakes. And we were driving by the biggest lake, Eğridir Gölü. It was so clean, and my friends will show you the pictures of the lake, and you can watch it. And we have taken some photos inside of the city. Isparta city is a wonderful place in the Aegean part of Turkey, located in southwest of Turkey, and a very green, foresty and nice place really. On the mountains are foresty, and even winter is cooler, cold, comparing the other parts in the central Anatolia. And a lot of fruit trees, and the economy is on the producing the rose as well. The French factory built a French company built their factory for producing rose oil, and they are using this rose oil for the perfumes which are produced in France. And now we are in front of the church, Hagia Georgi church in Sparta, and this church had been built in 1857. They started building 1857 till 1860. And unfortunately, many Greeks and the Christian Turks migrated to Greece according to the agreement of Lausanne. And today there are no Christians in Sparta. And even when I was in Greece, I have seen many mosques like this. They are old and need some restorations, just like this. Because in Athens there are not many Muslims, and the Greek cities, when I visited, only some Muslims are living Western Thrace in Greece. And when I look at the mosques in Thessaloniki, Kavala and also Athens, I have seen mosques like this needing some restoration really. And doesn't matter, whenever I see some mosques needed restorations, and also needing some restoration for the churches in Turkey. And the same thing is really breaking my heart, because a lot of people are praying in mosques, either in mosques and also in churches really. And at least this kind of places can be renovated and also can be gained for tourism really. It's really beautiful church, really, you can see it, and made by the sandstones, which is very common here in Sparta city. And the garden of the church is very big. Inshallah, hopefully this place will be renovated and will be gained for the Turkish tourism. And the church bell is in Sparta Museum. You can see the church bell taken to the Sparta Museum. And also there is interesting thing inside of this church. In Turkish language, some praise, some verses from Bible,
but written in Greek alphabet inside of this church, because those days even many Greeks here in this town, in this place, they were speaking Turkish mainly. They were not using Greek language anymore. So we understand this. Some Greeks, they were still using Turkish language in the daily life. But another interesting thing, some Christian Turks, they converted to Christianity, Orthodoxy, in Karaman city. They have written their praise and also some verses in Greek alphabet, and this can be seen Alanya Town Museum also, Alanya Town Museum, and I can read some Greek letters because they look like Greek alphabet looks like Russian alphabet, and I speak Russian. That is why I could read some parts of the writings, and it is old Turkish. For instance, today we say kardeş, but a long time ago Turks were saying karındaş. Karındaş is written really in a Greek alphabet, but the very old Turkish words. And this church is not very crowded. Visitors are coming here. Only few people coming and visiting this place. Unfortunately, it is normally forbidden to see inside because the gate of the church is closed, and we couldn't see inside because it's too dangerous to visit, because any stones can fall on your head. So while seeing around of this church, you must be a little bit careful because any stone or tile can fall off on your head. Yes, this is Sparta City. I'm Ayhan Özcimbit, and Discover Turkey, Natural TV, NTRTV. Goodbye. Hello viewers, welcome to our TV program on Natural TV, Discover Turkey. We are discovering southwest of Turkey, Sparta City. Inside of Sparta City there are a lot of places to see, and one of them is in Anatolia. Anatolia is a city in Yalvaç part of in Sparta. Right behind of me you see the church, one of the first churches of the world. It is St. Paul Church. St. Paul came here. He's very famous in Christian world, and he made his speech, one of his first speeches here. And after the people in Anatolia they got converted to Christianity, they built this church here right after Jesus, about 381 those years. They built this church over the ruins of a synagogue. That it was a synagogue long time ago, because there were Jews here in this city, and but when the people converted to Christianity, they started building this church, and this church attracting many Christians every year. But because of COVID-19, not very many tourists here we don't see, and only some of them came from America and Israel and also Japan. We have talked a few minutes ago to them, and they were very happy to see you, but there are unfortunately not very many people visiting these days because of the pandemic. And also we will see the theater of the city. Every Greek city has got theater. Those days there were no televisions, of course, and they were coming and watching the games and also some plays, theater plays, and they were very happy. Maybe they were applauding the artists, the actors and actresses those days, and we're going to visit the theater a few minutes later. Anatolia is Asian part of Turkey, and Anatolia is always the crossroads from Asia to Europe, from Europe to Asia, even from Europe and Asia to Africa, Middle East, and from Middle East to Europe as well. It's a bridge peninsula really, so there are a lot of civilizations in Anatolia. When you come and drive in Anatolia, you are going to surprised. You will never know what you're going to see as historical area, and which is going to make you surprised really. And I strongly recommend you to visit all these places, staying in the hotels or camps few days, and enjoying the landscapes and the historical places together. Ayhan Özcimbit, Unknown History, NTRTV. Hope to see you again. Please follow our social media accounts. Hope to see you again for the next programs. Goodbye.